So first question, based on based on the evidence found, we can conclude beyond any doubt that Indus Valley people were were accounted with the art of measurement and spinning and navigation. So in this valley people were accounted with the art of measurement, spinning and navigation, not canal irrigation. So in this value people were accounted with the arts of measurement, like sticks inscribed with measurement marked found IVC in this valley civilization. Also the brick had been made to strict specification of size and proportion. Spinning spindle wheels have been found. So new weavers, presence of weavers, both cotton and wool, navigation. This helped them in distant trade with Mesopotamia and discovery of these Indus seals or in Mesopotamia, and suggests that some of the Harappan merchants must have visited Mesopotamia. The third is wrong. It has been suggested that Harappan practiced canal irrigation, but it is not. But the evidence is rather major. Traces of canals have been found at the Harappan sites at Satgui in Afghanistan, Satugai, so but not in Punjab or Sindh. It is found in mainly mainly Afghanistan, not in Punjab. At the same time, the channeling of overflowing rainwater can be easily visualized. The Harappan agriculture might have been largely dependent on lift irrigation rather than on canal irrigation, and therefore was highly labor intensive. The Harappan civil agriculture might have been largely dependent on lift irrigation rather than canal irrigation. Please remember, lift irrigation, not canal irrigation. So next question, with reference to administration or in Delhi Sultanate, consider the following pairs. So administration of Delhi Sultanate, consider the following pairs. So Diwani, so here you can say Devani Arj, it is mainly requirements of army. Devani Arj, it is mainly requirement of army, and Devani Insa, it is not religious matter, and Devani Wijarat, state correspondence, it is not correct, but Devani Arj, it is requirement of army. 3 is only correct. With reference to administration of Delhi Sultanate, it is Devani Arj, requirements of army. So various departments and their heads during the Delhi Sultanate. Wazir, head of the finance debt, called Diwani Wazirat. He ranked next to the Sultan Wazir. If there was no Naib Sultan, Ariji Mamalik, head of military department, called Diwani Arj. He was next only to Wazir in importance, but he was not the commander-in-chief. Arijin Malik, head of the military department, called the Diwan-e-Arj. He was the next only to Wazir and in importance, but he was not, but he was not in commander-in-chief of the army. So please remember. So Arijin Malik, head of the military department, called Diwani Arj, and Sadr ul Us Sudur, Sadr Us Sudur, head of department of head of department of appeals and religious matters, known as Diwani Risalat. He was the in charge of charities and was also responsible for enforcing conformity to Islam. He made grants in cash or land. So it is Sadr Us Sudur, it is mainly Diwani Risalat, mainly religious matter, head of the departments. Conformity of Islam enforcing and made grants on cash or land for the construction and maintenance of mosques, tombs. Amir Munsi, head of the records debt known as Diwani Insa. Kaji ul Kozat, Chief Kaji, head of the Judicial Department, and Barid Chief Barid, head of the Information and Intelligence Department, Baridul Mumalik. Next question: which of the following is incorrect regarding the views of foreign travelers about the social aspects of the Indian subcontinent? So it is mainly not incorrect here. Incorrect mainly even for D is the incorrect. Ibn Battuta was extremely impressed by the absence of slavery during the times of his stay in the subcontinent. It is not correct. It is incorrect. Ibn Battuta was extremely impressed. Not he is not impressed. I think yes with the absence of slavery, but others are correct. Zhuang observed that executionaries and scavengers were forced to live outside the city. It is correct. And Al-Biruni believed that the notion of social pollution intrinsic of the caste system was contrary to the laws of nature. And Fayen, who wrote the untouchables had to sound a clapper in the streets so that people could avoid seeing them. So you can see all the things. So here the question is called you incorrect. So here D is the incorrect. Even Battuta extremely impressed with the absence of slavery during the times of his stay in the subcontinent. But D is wrong. Why? Now Ibn Battuta, when Ibn Battuta reached Sindh in 1333, he purchased horses, camels, and slaves as gifts to Sultan and gifts to Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq, who gave gift Ibn Battuta. When he reached Multan, he presented the governor with a slave and horse together. And even Buddha mentions that some female slaves in the service of the Sultan were experts in music and dance. Female slaves are also employed by the Sultan to keep a watch on the nobles. Slaves were generally used for domestic labors, and Ibn Battuta found their service particularly indispensable for carrying women and men on palanquins or dola. So next we discuss another question. So thank you.